Hi, I'm Abe Madkour, and welcome to SBJ's Executive Insights. We are coming live at the Tech Week SBJ conference here in New York. I am joined by Chief Commercial Officer of Second Spectrum, Mike Doria. Mike, good to see you.
Great to be here, Abe.
You know, we are at the nexus of technology, of innovation, of personalization. And I remember Second Spectrum, which is part of Genius Sports now, but Second Spectrum always being really on the cutting edge of all of this. And so talk a little bit about what you're really proud that you provide to the clients.
Yeah, you know, Second Spectrum's kind of been on this 10-year journey to build sports technology. And you know, you mentioned it, we've always had this vision of personalizing experiences for fans. And we've had to kind of build our way there. And so we started serving NBA teams with analytics software. We grew out to serve tracking data to leagues. And I think we're at this point now where we're really starting to engage with media partners and starting to deliver them those personalized experiences that I think are going to be the future of sports viewing.
So Mike, I just watched you on stage and you gave some great examples of your work with the NFL. And it was RomoVision, it was other things where really doing some pretty interesting, I would say, informational viewpoints for the viewer.
Yeah, like what we think is valuable for the viewer is you take a live video stream and you can use augmentation and artificial intelligence and computer vision to literally manipulate it however you want. So we did slime vision for kids, right? And it was a kind of fun and playful one. Or we can do RomoVision for Tony Romo. Or with TSN, we overlaid kind of the core stats about the game on top of players' heads in real time. And you know, I think it's kind of phase one of this in the NFL, and like the next phase that we're really excited about is, well, if I have those numbers over my head, can I just make that my fantasy points? Or can I make that a bet that I'm about to place? So it really becomes contextual to me and starts to be interactive.
So you ended your session with a look ahead, and it was those two examples, which was really cool. And so you mentioned there, you can do different things for different outlets, because TSN obviously is in Canada.
That's right.
And so the different experiences for different viewers, which is pretty interesting for you all.
And especially as we see more adoption of digital streams in sports, which you see with the likes of Apple and Amazon and all these others buying up sports rights. Once you're on an internet-powered stream, you can really provide a kind of two-way interactive, personalized experience in a way that has never been possible before with linear TV.
So tell me, you have so many other partners. Like, what are some other properties that you could do some interesting overlays with? What else gets you excited in the space right now?
Yeah, we have a long history with the NBA, and we're doing a ton of work with them since our beginning. It was just announced today, we're going to be an official augmentation provider for League Pass, but we also work individually with the Clippers and with the Portland Trail Blazers and with ESPN and a number of the other media partners in that space. And then we have a really robust soccer business as well. So we're the tracking provider of the English Premier League, and you'll later this season see some augmentation launched on a number of their broadcasts.
And I'm sure many of the viewers know what you all did with Clipper Vision. Pretty amazing, and way out in front of its time. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really first of its kind product. Steve Ballmer and the Clippers had a lot of foresight, and you know, we built that from end to end to give Clippers fans the ability to watch the game in 5 different modes.
5 different modes.
And you know, I think we still think that's just the beginning. I want to get to a point where we can do one-to-one, but like we're on that path, and the Clippers were a huge part of that journey with us.
So Mike, you and I have been sitting here for a day and a half. So much talk about personalization. So let's look ahead. I'll be honest, I'm a Patriot fan, so NFL, what type of personalization experience will there be for me with Second Spectrum or Genius Sports in the future?
I'm glad you said that. I grew up in Boston, I'm a Patriots fan too. You know, I mentioned this on stage, but it's like, I think you want to think about what's the right experience for you. I want to sit down and watch a Patriots game. I want to have my personal fantasy numbers overlaid onto the screen so that I don't have to pull up my iPad or my app or have my laptop out. And maybe I want to have a Twitter poll going on in the game as well. But I think content everywhere is getting more potent, and I think sports needs to catch up. We need to bring some of these experiences that exist in dispersed places now, maybe sports books or Twitter or online in other communities. We need to integrate them into the main experience so that you and I can watch a Patriots game and we can have totally different experiences, but they can each be the right one for us.
That was my follow-up, Mike. So it could be custom. I can choose, so if I want a clean screen with just the simplest of Second Spectrum statistics or data points, I could have that.
I'll give you an example. If I was watching with my dad and my son, my dad's going to want to watch the traditional broadcast with nothing on it, with Tony Romo announcing. I'm going to want to watch it with some additional data and maybe some betting stuff, maybe some fantasy stuff overlaid. My son, he's going to want explosions and fireballs and cartoon characters. We can all sit in my living room and have the TV, the iPad, a phone up, and we can all have those experiences in real time.
Amazing takeaway from all that is that the viewers will know that it will be personalized to their interests. Let's look ahead in terms of, another overlay that we talked about with Second Spectrum and Genius is with sports betting. Not just domestically, but obviously internationally. A lot of potential there for your company and for your technology.
Yeah, I get really excited because, as we all know, the US sports betting market is really evolving right now. It's still kind of nascent, but we're on this growth trajectory. And I think as betting in the US continues to grow, expand to more states, become a little bit more mainstream, our technology is cresting at that right moment where you can really see the integration of live betting experiences in live video on all types of internet connected devices, so that whether I'm tapping on a player in game or I have a kind of a bet that I know I will like kind of merge onto the screen in my individual feed, I think all of that is going to be coming to a screen near you soon.
Soon. You're saying the technology is advancing so quickly that this is all going to happen within a relatively short period of time.
That's exactly right.
As we finish up here, Mike, talk about where you see next in terms of what you haven't touched on with Second Spectrum, Genius Sports, because you're in the news a lot, and you're certainly a leader in this technology providing stage.
Yeah, I mean, there's two things for me. We've talked a lot about the fan experience and video and personalized video. There's a huge amount of technology that goes below that to power those experiences. Talked a little bit about today to understand the game in real time so that you can personalize to each individual fan. So we will always continue to work on that foundational technology. We announced today this new Dragon tracking system that's going to take traditional tracking systems and literally by an order of magnitude expand the set of data so that you're collecting billions of data points on an individual game. And that is just going to power the future of products, whether it's personalization for fans, whether it's stuff for teams. We really think that this is, the foundational technology that's going to power the future of all sports.
Pretty exciting stuff. Absolutely. We've been here for a day and a half, and you can feel the energy in the space and in the industry around so many innovations.
It's a fun place to be. We feel fortunate every day to work at the intersection of sports and technology.
Well, I bet, because it is exciting. So we are here at SBJ Tech Week. I'm Abe Madkour. Thanks for joining our SBJ Executive Insight with Second Spectrum's Mike Doria, Chief Commercial Officer, and we'll see you down the road. But thanks for joining us.
Thanks a lot, Abe.